opportunity and able to punch it through and pick it up on the ground.
And to me, doing it on the ground sends a different type of a message than throwing the football. And, you know, let's face it, we've done a lot of games together. How often have we seen third down turn into an automatic passing down no matter what the yardage?
Yeah, and last thing you want, that opening drive to go 3 and out. You got everything scripted, lined up. Let's get some points on the board, and they're able to avoid that 3 and out.
1st and 10, Taylor now. Still going inside the 20.
Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Jonathan Taylor.
50 yards.
And the Colts are on the board first here in this division round matchup.
Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
That's complete. It's Travis Kelce.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Well, that's good for a 1st down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. Now here's Mahomes.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they got more manageable play coming in to try and pick up the 1st down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Now Mahomes. He's going to leave this for a running back. It's complete.
And he will have the Chiefs' 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
And Mahomes will do it himself. He'll get this one to Kelce. That's complete.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
It's caught. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
Well, safe to say the passing game has found a rhythm. He's now 4 of 4, but might need to be 5 of 5 to keep this drive going here as they face a 3rd down.
And maybe perhaps you show a running play, right? Maybe a little play action here to go ahead and let him throw the ball downfield. I wouldn't get away from him flinging it because
a 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Chiefs are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point by Buckles on target.
And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And that is goes over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Look at repeat that. Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Again, it's Taylor.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
82 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Sack him back right around the 41-yard line. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on 1st down. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
To the right side, this is Taylor. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line.
16 yards the pickup there. The Colts have a 1st down.
And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
Ready? Left 18 Cardinal, 18.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. These two teams all tied after 1. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Play action. Now Richardson.
Over the middle, the catch made by Mitchell. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 16 yards. A little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Richardson off the play fake.
And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. A big loss there of about 7 yards on 1st and goal. So now it's 2nd down.
Got it. Ready? 19 light.
And they'll send the tight end in motion.
They give the Taylor out of the gun.
To the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Jonathan Taylor
with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Colts have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Chiefs make over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
A 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And yeah, I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Mahomes going to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have the Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the 1st down.
43! 43!
They'll run on 1st down. Pierre. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
But that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run. But for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. That ball caught. It's Rice. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 24-yard line. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
But it certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the 1st half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the 2nd half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled in.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain, but I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Mahomes now to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. And Xavier Worthy from 4 yards out. And the Chiefs are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by Bucker is on target. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
Now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. Back to Taylor on first down. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. They run once more with Taylor. Now he's into the clear again. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor saving his best for the playoffs with his third touchdown of the game. And the Colts have broken our tie as they take the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Up to midfield. Look at him go inside the 30. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Chiefs. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Well, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Here we go.
Richardson working from the gun. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
That's another Colts first
Come on.
First down, Indianapolis.
Tap the 50.
On the draw is Taylor. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Richardson looking to throw this. That's to his tight end, Tyler Warren. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. Here's Richardson to throw. So he stays up. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. In motion, the tight end. Richardson on 4th down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got him made complete. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Indianapolis.
18, Rayu, 18 points, Dragon 60.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Colts have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. 2nd and 11 now. Here's Mahomes to throw. That one caught by Rice. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Butker's kick here is good, and that'll bring him back within 4. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. A final shot before the half. Richardson. Throwing right, and that's complete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Here's Johnson with a reception. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That goes for a gain of 31.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Up the middle they go. Pierre. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs have taken the lead as they go right down the field. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he's all the way into the end zone. And so much for losing the lead with the 2 points there. This game's back to even. Well, you figure with a veteran kicker out there, these extra points almost automatic, but this one turns into 2 points the other way.
And we both know it's hard to put it on him. I think there's a breakdown in the protection, but guess what? It does go against his record.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand-new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Viking 18! Viking 18!
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
It's 2nd and 7 from the 9.
Let's go now. Cowboy 80. Let's go.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Richardson. Looking for Pearson. He's got him. Touchdown, Indianapolis. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Colts have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Chiefs 30.
The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Second and 10 here as we sit in the third quarter of this divisional round matchup. And Mahomes sees something. He'll change the play. Now a handoff up the middle. Pierre. And he'll get this out to about the 38-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Attack, attack!
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Looking left side and he's got him in. That's Rice. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 68 yards receiving now for him in the game. And a first down on that last catch as well.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Hero 15! Yo, left!
To throw, it's Mahomes. He's going to walk one deep left side here. And this is caught. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. And Jmurdah45, 53 yards. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by Bucker is on target. And that will tie our game here in the third. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. He's going to find Taylor downfield. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards the final tally.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Come on, come on. 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
Richardson looking to throw. Over the middle, hauled in by Pierce. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. In motion goes the tight end. Richardson out of the shotgun. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Oh, man, that is just a flat miss. He's in the pocket. The protection holds up. He sees his man come free, but maybe he just gets a little excited about the prospect of a long touchdown.
Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Cowboy 80.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10.
Get it.
A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
3rd and 3.
Now they'll change things up.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Line of scrimmage, the 2. They can still get a first down if they just get a yard out of this on 4th and very short.
70 Timberwolves. Set up. Steady what?
From the shotgun, Richardson.
And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. And now their defense came through the goal line. Stan got them the ball back. See what they can do about putting a drive together. Long way to go.
They need to reward that defense. Goal line stand, they've got to make that stand up themselves, right? Give the defense a chance to catch their breath on the sidelines. At least get 2 first downs. 3 would be better. Change field position. Let them catch their breath.
We're back now in KC. All even as we get ready to start the 4th.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Yellow.
Throwing now is Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. Now here's Mahomes. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Well, he's having a big game through the air, and sometimes those smart decisions just dump it off. That's how you continue to have big games through the air.
I agree totally. That's a great analogy, a great way to put it, because he doesn't get too greedy where everything has to be pushed downfield, trying to create big plays that aren't there. You dump it off and take that nice gain, and things add up, and now you have the kind of game he's having.
This will wind up a loss on the play, and it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. They'll wind up getting just... That's going to bring up a 4th down.
Always important as a defender on 3rd down to keep the play in front of you and make sure you don't give up enough space that they can make a move on you in the open field. Try as he might, he wasn't able to get to the 1st down marker. Excellent defense, good tackling.
Yellow.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the 1st down conversion.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Completing it to the right side. Johnson. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down.
At the Colts 45-yard line.
Hey, Sunday. Yellow.
Up the middle they go. Pierre. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 60 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Now Mahomes. Complete. The tight end Kelsey. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit. And another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Attack!
Mahomes going to throw. McKinnon here, it's complete. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam coming out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Now a handoff up the middle. Pierre. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
A loss of 1. It's now 3rd and 9.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Playoff lives at stake. Boy, this is a big one. 3rd down.
Attack!
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Chiefs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Yellow. Hero 15.
Mahomes will throw. Touchdown. From 6 yards away. And the Chiefs go 98 yards and finish it off in the end zone. Extra point by Butker is on target. And they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
This is 1st and 10. Now Richardson. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Here's Richardson. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long.
60 Bearcats, 60 Cowboy 80. You're over speed, you're over speed. Let's go.
Richardson. He'll try to do this himself. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. The decision made for him. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
18 rattle. 19 tight. 19 tight.
4th down, desperation time. Here's Richardson.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And as a result, their playoff run may end right here. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Up the middle they go. Pierre. And showcasing those strong legs on that run. Getting through one tackle. Gosh, he winds up getting 8 there. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play.
2nd down and a yard.
Staying on the ground. This time it's Smith. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
15. Yellow. 15. Attack.
Now Mahomes. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce.
The Chiefs going to play on another week as we say so long, everybody.